say something? Oh, there you go. Hi. Well, everybody, this is entirely unexpected. We have sunshine today. We were not supposed to have sunshine again for the rest of my trip here, so I'm having a change of plans, change of heart. We've kind of been taking it easy this morning, both of us. So it is 1:45 in the afternoon. What are you doing? He's like reaching down trying to grab my phone. So I woke up with a migraine this morning and I did not feel good. And it was kind of like gray and kind of drizzly out and just kind of icky. So I thought I will take it easy. I took some medicine. I had some breakfast. I had some coffee. I had some water. I feel much better now. Migraine's completely gone. And I didn't throw up, which is great. But now the sun is coming out. So I've been doing homework for like a few hours right there on that spot on the couch. That's been my spot. Oh my goodness. Hold on. You are the cutest cat. You know exactly how cute you are. Yeah. Hi. What a sweetie. I can't get over this cat. He knows how cute he is. I woke up this morning and he was literally climbing the curtains. And now he's like, I'm so cute. I'm innocent. I haven't done anything yet. Yeah. Anyway, I've been doing homework, a bunch of homework today. So now it's 1:45 in the afternoon and I have plans tonight because today is Monday and it's Monday Night Football tonight. And one of the really weird / cool / Alaskan things is that football, Monday Night Football, is 4 hours earlier here in the day than it is when I'm at home. So like Monday Night Football, Eastern time, 8:15 p.m. Alaskan time, 4:15 p.m. So I have 3.5 hours until kickoff, which is so weird. Like it's 1:45 in the afternoon, but I have to prepare for Monday afternoon football. So, since the sun has come out, here's what I'm thinking. I will put some real clothes on, like jeans, because right now I'm wearing sweatpants and no socks, and that's just not how I need to leave the house. But I'll put on jeans and go to the zoo because I want to go to the Alaska Zoo because they have a polar bear and I want to go to the zoo. So I'm going to do that. And then I think on the way home, I will stop and get sushi for like to go for dinner. And then we will watch Monday Night Football at 4:15 in the afternoon. I think I can do it all. I think it'll be just fine. But since the sun is shining, I want to get out of the house. I was debating staying in the house today and taking my midterm exam. It's not a midterm. It's an exam, but it's covering 2 modules. We've already had the midterm. Midterm was like a couple weeks ago. This is kind of like the 3rd quarter exam. We have a final exam that's due by next Sunday or next Tuesday or something, but it doesn't open until Thursday or Friday of this week, so I can't take it yet. I think it's Friday of this week. It doesn't open until the 10th. So what I might do actually is I might maybe take the exam tonight when I'm watching the football game, depending on how the game is going, or after the game or during halftime or something. We'll see, but I just thought I would bring you along for my day. I think we're going to go to the zoo. Let's go put some clothes on and get ready to leave the house because we have sunshine. And this doesn't happen every day. It hasn't happened in about a week. So I want to take advantage and enjoy the sunshine while it's here because it was not on the forecast even like 3 hours ago. It was cloudy and drizzly just even 3 hours ago, which is crazy. So in case you're wondering what the house looks like, it's a disaster. There are baby toys all over the floor, and I haven't bothered to pick anything up because why would I? Because it all just ends up on the floor. Anyway, this is my SD card for a camera. That should not be on the floor, but these are the toys that I bought him. I'm hopeful that he'll start chewing on that instead of my arm, and he's been kind of kicking these around. They're all still attached to the card. I pulled one off, and it's downstairs, so he's just been playing with that together. He is really cute, but he plays like a wild animal sometimes. All right, I'm gonna take my cup. Both the laptops are updating software. So I'm gonna let them update and charge while I'm gone. And I don't normally use 2 of them, but since I'm gonna have an exam, I was gonna do the exam on one, and then I was gonna use the other one for like all of my manuals because I have to have like 13 different manuals to do the test. So having another screen definitely helps with that. It is now 3:12. I have spent the last hour-ish on the phone with a scammer. So that's fun. So since we are in the last quarter of the year, I would just like to give everybody a warning. Be very, very careful who you give your information to, especially in like unexpected calls this time of year. Just be very careful with your personal information. It might even be a good idea to come up with like another email address that you only use for like, I don't know, like online stores, you know, when they ask for like your email address, just come up with like a short one that you use just for promotions. That's the word I'm coming up with. So anyway, be very careful because there are scammers out there trying to take advantage of everybody. They will turn your language around on you and say that you said something or agreed to something that you didn't say or agree to. They're gonna try to like get you to trust them. Just be very, very careful. I'm rattled by this experience and kind of frustrated by this experience because it sounded great, honestly. And then like the more personal the questions got and like the more information they started asking for from me, the more they asked for me to like say yes, to say you agree or to indicate that you agree. It just made me feel icky. So sharing that as a PSA, just be very careful this time of year and all of the year, but like it seems like this time of the year they crawl out of the woodwork because everybody's got their like their barriers down. They're all, you know, we're all trying to trust people and be happy during the holiday-ish type season as we approach Thanksgiving and Christmas, and just be careful. That's all. Also, I had my hair in a French braid and this is what it looks like when I took it down. So it's not gonna stay like that, but it's kind of pretty for now. So it's now 3:15, but I still have time to go to the zoo. So we're gonna do that because we have sunshine. So I want to enjoy the sunshine while I can. So let's go to the zoo. So this was a lot easier to get to from Adam and Sherry's house than I thought, but I'm parked in the parking lot and there's some cars here. I don't know, there's not a ton of cars here, but the entrance is down this way. So there's even more parking down that way. And I think it's like $25 entry. All right, this is why I was confused. I've been here before for like a winter lights event and we parked over here. The gift shop is in there and this is the admission booth right here. So it's not that I parked in the wrong place, I just parked in a different place. But I'm in for $25. All right, so if I go counterclockwise, the first thing I come to is the polar bear. Here's the map. And they do have like events here. Later in October, they have a zoo boo, but I think it's only one day. And then I've been before where they've had like winter lights, so they've had like Christmas lights up, and that's really fun. So they do have lots of events here, but nothing special right now. They had a feline frenzy a couple weeks ago, and I didn't get to go to that, but I'm here now. So I don't see the polar bear in the water. Do you? Looks like they need to clean the glass though. All right, we'll go look upstairs. I don't see a polar bear up here either. That's kind of a bummer. So if we don't see them, They have access to the main exhibit, the primary dens, the transition building, and the pool yard. So we'll just have to look in a different place. It's nice that they give them large exhibits, you know? Right across from the polar bears that we can't see, this here is the lynx. And the wolverines over here are acting all kinds of silly. That doesn't look like a lynx to me. It looks like a tiny bear. Maybe this is still the Wolverine exhibit. And maybe the lynx is over here? Nope. These are minks, not lynx. Oh my gosh, and they're so cute. Hi. What's funny is the minks are not on here. Okay, so there's a polar bear back there. I found the muskox. This is not the first time I've seen muskox on this trip. They're really fascinating. So apparently their like underhair is the softest animal grown material, and it's called, I think at the muskox farm, I think she called it kiviute, and it's really, really hard to like collect and use, but it's, think of it like alpaca wool or chinchilla fur, like super, super soft, but they'll like make yarn out of it and knit things from it, which is kind of cool. I should have brought gloves because my hands are cold. That is my mistake. Speaking of alpacas, here we've got some caribou. So in case you didn't know, reindeer and caribou are essentially the same. However, reindeer are domesticated and caribou are wild. And so they've kind of evolved from there. So caribou are taller, longer legged, because they will travel long distances for food, and reindeer are a little bit shorter, a little bit stockier because they aren't domesticated, so they don't have to travel as far for food. I like to think of it as Santa taking care of them, so they don't need to have long legs, they just need to be strong to pull a sleigh. And apparently they don't like birds. Can't say I blame them. So I'm all the way out here now, and I'm trying to figure out a good route to take. I think I'm just going to be out here twisting and turning my way all the way around, and quite frankly, I'm okay with that. So from here, we'll go this direction. But do we take the ramp up to the black bear. I think that's what we do. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna do it. So we're gonna take this ramp here on the left. Well, the black bear's out and looking right at me. That's kind of cool. Oh, wow. So cute. It has a long tongue. Okay, I just turned around. The bear's over here, which is cool. This freaked me out. I was not prepared for an eagle to be sitting right here. That is so cool. So family with a couple kids just walked up there and the eagle started screeching for them, which I think is so cute. I wish I had a pen, but I think I'm here at that corner there between the Tibetan yak and the coyote. So I'm gonna kind of turn right, and I think I'm gonna go down this boardwalk here, down to the other side of the caribou and the brown bear, up to the snow leopard, the mountain goat, and then take the trumpeter swan, the moose, and then go up this way, I think. And that will get this side at least. I'm having a great time. Oh, and the sun is coming out and it feels so good. I know zoos aren't for everybody. Not everybody likes them. I'm one of those people. I like the zoo. I think a lot of them do like conservation work or rescue work, and I just think they do really important work for education and conservation. All right, so this is the coyote exhibit. Somebody's taking a nap over there. Can't say I blame them. But that bird was making some weird noises. Like, the attention is on me. It should be on me. Pay attention to me. All right, where am I going next? Right, I'm going right. Going this way. There's an eagle. I don't think it's the same one that I saw up top, but it might be. No, I don't think it's the same one, because the other one was, well, cleaner, I guess. Yeah, oh, and he's still up there. Showing off. Like, hey, look at me. Alright, I almost made a mistake by taking the straight path and not the boardwalk, but I caught it in time. And snow leopard is up here. Oh, sorry, snow leopards are on top of the rocks up here. Let me see if I can get a good view. There's a really sweet creek making some really nice ambiance for our sunbathing snow leopards up here. You know what? I'd also like to lay on a hot rock. Brown bear is supposed to be this way, so let's go see if we can see one. Not just one, 3. All right, coming back down, there's a snow leopard right here on the ground. Oh, and there's another one up there. What a long tail. And if you're curious, this cat wants to get that bird. Clever bird got away, and now he's laughing. Poor kitty. He just wanted a toy. That is fascinating. COVID-sensitive species. All right, look at that pretty yellow tree. The fall colors are incredible. The next animal is the mountain goat, and the family ahead of me found it for me. So there's one right here, and the other one is back there behind that rock. There's his rump. It's rump. Gotta say, these dudes are not exciting. All right, do we go down to South Fork, Little Campbell Creek? Let's do it, we're here. I do only have another hour until the zoo closes, so I can't dawdle. But I've seen like half of it already, so I think I'll be okay. And I don't know that the map is completely to scale, so it should be fine. But I see Christmas lights, and I think that's the thing that they do up here in Alaska is they get their quote-unquote winter lights, which is what they call them up here. I think they get them up like on the house, or they set them out early because it gets so cold here that they kind of just want to get it done before it gets too cold, too icy, too dark. And I can't say that I blame them. All right, we've got some trumpeter swans over here. Look at their pretty black legs. They look like they're wearing tights. Can you imagine bending your neck like that? Because I can't. But just like that, we have made it down to the end of South Fork, Little Campbell Creek. So it's time to walk kind of backwards. We'll walk over the boardwalk here, well, up here, and kind of cut back. But the creek is really pretty, and it sounds nice. Here's a better look at the coyote. Poor baby's under veterinary care. The sign doesn't say why, but this is supposed to be the moose enclosure over here. I don't see a moose. But I see our swan friends again. Oh, maybe the moose are also under veterinary care. Well, that answers that question. Oh, moose. He looks kind of young. Okay, we're getting in a fight with the wall of the shed. Cool. So that is that dead end. Time to go back to this boardwalk and look for the tiger. Ooh. Side note, I haven't talked about it yet. I thought about wearing my sneakers today, but I'm so glad I wore my hiking boots because they're waterproof. And the path in places looks like this. It's been raining the last several days, so there's a lot of like water puddles, but also mud, wet leaves. It's a strange sound for that bird to be making, but okay. But anyway, just so you're aware, if you come to the Alaska Zoo, it's gravel mostly, but it's not a bad idea to wear hiking shoes. Since we haven't seen him yet, I'll stop here. He's having a snack. But this is the Tibetan yak. Apparently there's more than one of them. Am I crazy for thinking they move like characters from Star Wars? What are the animals that the sand people have in their caravans? Gosh, I'm drawing a blank right now. But this is what the Tibetan yaks remind me of. Okay, that's not PG. The tiger is next. I like big cats. Let's see if we can see anything from the boardwalk. Sleepy baby. Do you guys see what I see? What a cutie. I heard somebody wrestling on this side. And it's two somebodies. Those are the wolves. Oh, and they're out in the open now. I wonder if I can get a better look at them. Alright, I want to trace our path so far. So we walked in here and we went, well, kind of directly into the polar bear. We came out over here. We looked at the wolverine, not the lynx, but there's a mink over here. We looked at the muskox. We walked down to the alpaca. We saw the caribou. We saw the black bear, the bald eagle. We came this way. We saw him in his little box. Then we took this boardwalk down to the brown bears. We saw the snow leopard, the mountain goat. We went down here, and that's where we saw the swans. It was actually over here. We came back across this creek. We saw the moose way back this way, and then we saw him again. And we just saw the tiger, and we saw the wolves back here. So right now, I'm on this bridge. I think we're gonna head to the great horned owl, and we're gonna kind of go around back this way and maybe see if we can get a better look at the polar bear before we hit the harbor seal and the river otter and then head out. Those wolves are getting excited. And here's our owl friend. Hello, friend. They're new here. Oh, this is the orphan facility. It's a baby black bear. Poor baby. And there's supposed to be a red fox over here in this enclosure, but it's really like far set off the sidewalk, so we can't see a whole lot in it. That's okay. It looks like there is a place we can kind of step in on the other side, so maybe we'll get a better view on the other side. But I did not expect to get to see a baby black bear today. That was a surprise. This is the Arctic fox exhibit. I don't see anybody home. It doesn't mean there isn't. It just means I can't see them. And these are the porcupines. And look at their cute little rumps. Oh my goodness. So cute. Here is the American marten, and there's one kind of running around. There's another one in the little tube. So cute. Good jump. All right, porcupine is trying to climb the wall, or maybe that's how they get down. Okay. Clever. Very, very clever. So cute. There's another one on this side of this little hut. So there's at least 3 in here that I can see. Can you believe these flowers look like this today? They're so pretty. And they're not done yet. Look at all these buds. A frost will put an end to it, but they're so pretty. Look at the white one back here. It's so pretty. That is a disturbingly large bird. Are you choking on something? Kind of sounds like it. Oh, there's our deer. This is the Sitka black-tailed deer. Oh, I almost missed that one over there. Well, we're out at the fox exhibit. I wonder if we'll be able to see anybody. The fox are sly today. I don't see anyone home in the red fox exhibit. And we didn't see any Arctic fox either. That does not mean that they're not here. It just means they're very good at hiding. Next is the great gray owl. And I can tell you, his camouflage is good. But my eyes are better. Hi, friend. Next is supposedly the golden eagle exhibit. There's the golden eagle. So this is the short-eared owl exhibit. And there's a bunch of animals here at the zoo that are not on this map, like this one. And this one took me a second, but it's that speckled bird there. There we go. It looks so cranky. We're about to wrap up our loop at the zoo. The harbor seal and river otter exhibit is next. And then I think I am going to head back to the polar bear exhibit before I leave, just to check and see if I can get a better look at the polar bear, because I really would like to see the polar bear. So there's an upstairs and a downstairs. I'm going to go downstairs first. Oh, and I see somebody floating around, a couple of somebody's floating around in the water. You know what? The water's gross. Harbor seal's over here. Oh, what a cutie. Here's the view from the top. I think harbor seals are so cute. I know a lot of people go batty for the sea otters, and oh my goodness, there's some on land. So cute. So I've just read the sign behind me. These are river otters, not sea otters, which explains the water and also the shape of their body and size and feet and everything. So these are not sea otters, these are river otters. They're not the same thing, not the same animal. Still very, very, very cute. See, river otter. All right, we are back to where we started, but just really quickly, let's go check out the polar bear exhibit one more time. Well, that's disappointing, but not surprising. No polar bear. Bummer. So I think that's gonna wrap up my time here at the Alaska Zoo. Did I have a wonderful time? Yes. Was it worth $25? Yeah, it was. It was. I had a good time. I got to see so many animals, and I got to take a pretty cool picture of myself with a bear in a safe environment, so that was enjoyable. But I'm gonna go grab dinner. The Chiefs game's already started, so I'm trying not to look at the score, so it'll be a surprise later when I watch it from the beginning. Also, walking around, my hands warmed up, so I feel better. And I am not going to the gift shop because I do not need to spend any money, but they do have a gift shop and it closes at 5 when the zoo closes. So like 17 minutes from now, but I'm not going because I don't need to buy anything. I do want to grab dinner and go home though. All right, dinner time, which is perfect because I'm hungry. All right, I'm home. I am full of sushi. And so I'm gonna sit here and I think I'm gonna take my test. The game is still happening. We just came, well, I won't say we just came back from halftime. It feels like we just came back from halftime, but it is third quarter, end of third quarter. We've got 1:26 left in the third quarter. It's crazy. There was a huge pick six by Jacksonville, which was really ugly to watch. It's fine. You know, it's just a game and I'm just a fan. I just hate when that stuff happens to my team, you know? And I feel like everybody who has a team feels that way when stuff like that happens to their team. Oh, okay. Big catch by Worthy. Not quite a first down, but it's okay. All right, so I'm gonna sit here and do some homework. And Captain America's up in his tree. You see him? Up there. He's so cute. He sat on my lap for a little bit, but he moved. I'm glad. Because I need my hands. Well, it's over, and it was terribly disappointing all the way to the very end. Also, can I just say, I'm just going to say this one thing. I really don't like it when the announcers, the sportscasters for a game, any game, especially during prime time, are obviously, very obviously leaning toward one particular team winning at any point in the game. And I don't even care if it's like the end of the game, the last 30 seconds, and it's one particular team that looks like they're going to win. I feel like the sportscasters should be completely impartial for the duration of every single game. If I want to listen to partial sportscasting, I'm going to listen to that particular team's radio host. I think they're better anyway. You cannot tell me that Mitch Holthus is not better at casting the game on radio than Tony Romo on national television. I won't believe you. I just feel like when you can tell who they want to win, not who's gonna win, but who they particularly want to win. You can tell by the giddiness in their voice or like the glee, the sickening glee, bad sportsmanship, honestly, that the announcers get in their voice, in their tone of voice, when something happens to the team they don't like. It gives me the ick. I don't like it. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to take my test now because I've been kind of studying. And I'm going to try to forget about what happened on TV because, ew, I don't want to think about it. It was painful. We were up 14 points and lost the game. Like right at the end. It was really awful. Really heartbreaking. Sickening. It's sickening to watch. The whole thing. Just like the last 2 quarters. Sickening to watch. But I'm going to take a test. Maybe it'll be a nice palate cleanser. Are you guys sick of seeing me in the same place all the time yet? Because I'm kind of getting sick of it too, but I just finished my test and I aced it. It feels so good. One of the questions felt kind of like a trick question. There were 2 questions that felt like trick questions. I'm happy. So what's left for me this week are my bladder and prostate assignments and case studies, discussion posts, 2 quizzes, and a final exam. Cool. So I feel like I'm in much better shape. The cancer case abstraction assignments are the ones that take me the most time. Like, I will spend anywhere between 4 and 12 hours working on them. And I have 2 for bladder and 2 for prostate this week. Hooray. But I will be done with homework by the time I go home to Florida from Alaska. And my next class actually starts next Wednesday in the middle of the week, which is weird, but I will be done with homework before I go home, which is great. I'm telling myself that because I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to have my final exam completed by the time I get on the plane to go home, and everything else is going to be done before that. So today is Tuesday. No, today is Monday. Oh, that's better. So I've got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I've got 5 days to get everything done. And you know what? I think I can do it. I know I can. I'm gonna get it done. Oh, I'm so happy. Yay, yay, yay. It's not dinner time yet. It's not. And you had an afternoon snack. So apparently, YouTube sent me a package. Mom and Emma and Anthony are at home opening that right now. So let's see what it is.
Well, hi. We're recording a clip for Auburn because we got a surprise part of the mail. Yeah. They just had a little package come in. Didn't know what it was. What is today?
Monday!
Came in the mail. So we opened it up and a little YouTube partner action here for Auburn.
Voila!
Shipping information. And they have this cute little clapperboard.
That is cool! It's so cool.
We haven't taken it out of here yet, so maybe we should. But this is one of those things you write the information on it, so you can do your takes. And when you drop this, it makes a clapping noise. So when you're editing audio, you can line up the clap in the video to the sound. In case you were ever wondering what that's for.
I wondered why it was clacking. I thought it was to, scare everybody.
But we thought this was so cool, and we had to make a clip for it so Auburn could show it off because she's not here to open it. And we didn't know what it was when we were opening it.
She gave us permission.
Yeah, she said, open it. So this is really cute, and I don't know what she's going to say about it, but I know she would want to thank YouTube for it.
Yeah.
Because it's really cool that they would send this to her.
Yay.
Yay.
Cool.
Well, a YouTube clapperboard is really fun. So, not quite an Emma-cam. I know people have been asking for that. Not quite, but it's close. I came downstairs for some milk, and yes, I'm drinking it out of a wine glass. Don't judge me. Meow, meow. No, it's not time yet. Really? I'm going back upstairs. I don't know if I told you, but I did start on the last week of homework. I did 2 anatomy quizzes. They're games or puzzles or whatever, and you just kind of have to label the diagram. But those are done. So I have the 4 case studies, the 2 quizzes, the final exam. I should be able to get it done this week, which is great. It's not time. Come here. There you go. Wow. It's like a race car. All right, it is much later. Midnight. Captain America has had dinner. I have brushed my teeth, I'm wearing my mouth guard. I'm ready for bed. I need to do laundry, but I'm not going to start it tonight. I'll start it in the morning. But I had a really productive day today. I actually got Module 6 homework done. Hooray. I got Module 7 homework started. Hooray. I got some vlog footage imported. I got started on editing the next couple of vlogs that I need to edit. So I got the raw footage put into my computer. he is obsessed with my watch band. So, yeah, it's late. I'm ready for bed. I'm gonna go to bed, and you guys will see me in another solo Alaska adventure really soon. Bye.